Am I audible or not? And it's clear or not?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Ravi.
So we will continue today our discussion. So far, what all component we have discussed. Let's do small recap. So in core component, we have discussed about set variable. We have discussed about set payload, correct? And then scope, we started discussion of the flow. So today we will work on flow and subflow. Okay? Flow and subflow we will work today. Then flow controller, we have worked on choice only. Okay? Other we will see later. And two more component we have worked. One is transform message, one is logger. So we have seen logger, transform message, choice, set payload, and set variable. Today we will see flow and subflow. So for that, I will take calculator example. This one. At this moment, now we don't need, so let me delete this. So here you can see what all we have developed. What all we have developed here. Everything inside this particular flow. Okay? And whenever you will drag and drop any flow, where you will develop any flow, then we will have source, we have process, and we have error handling. Correct? So in source, we need to define the entry point. Who will consume your API and how? If they are going to consume your API as a REST API, then we will use HTTP listener. If your API will be event driven, means whenever there will be any new record will be inserted in data, whenever there will be any new file created in file system, then your API should be triggered. Those kind of API is known as event driven. Whenever there will be event, your API will be called. Okay. So if those kind of API is there, be event driven also. So in source, we need to put that kind of operation. It can be scheduler API also. If your API is scheduler API, you have to define the scheduler component here, which will create the schedule. Okay. So all those things we will define in source. At this moment, we use HTTP listener since we want to expose our API as a REST API. Now, second part, we have processor. In processor, we do all the business logic. In processor part, we do all the business logic. And in error handler, we used to define error scenario, how we will handle the error scenario. At this moment, we haven't learned about the error handling. So this is blank, but we have in source, we have component in source, we have in processor. So this one is one flow. Either you can drag and drop and you can configure thing here, or another way we have flow will be automatically created whenever you will put any component. Automatically it will create one flow. Based on the component, it will go inside the source or it will go inside the processor. Based on the component type. So the source part and this is the processor part. Now, you will say why we need subflow. Flow part, everyone clear? Now, if you will see subflow, if you see subflow has only processor. In flow, we have source, we have processor, we have error handler. But in subflow, we have only processor. So subflow can be utilized by the flow. So only subflow will be utilized by flow. It will not expose to external world. If it doesn't have source, so it doesn't have any starting point. If there is no starting point, then how you will call this? You can call subflow from another subflow, or you can call subflow from another flow. How you will say? How you will call this? And why we need this? Two things there. How we will call this? Since it doesn't have source like flow. Subflow doesn't have source. So who will call this? And how this will be called? So for that, we have one component that is flow reference. Using flow reference, you can call any flow or subflow. So from this flow, I want to call this subflow. So what you need to do? Here, just drop down, which this is calculator mule app subflow. Calculator mule app subflow. So now from here, we are calling this subflow. In this flow reference, we are calling this subflow. You are clear? You can call any subflow to subflow also or subflow to flow also. There is no restriction on that. Using flow reference, you can call any flow or any subflow. Okay. Now, what all difference? Like this is like very famous interview question. What is flow and subflow? What is difference between flow and subflow? So you can tell them flow has source, processor, error handler. Okay, but subflow has only processor. Whenever like it need to handle it error, it need to be handled by its parent flow. Whenever there will be any occur, like any error will occur for this subflow, it will be handled by their parent. Error will come, it will go here and it will be handled by this. Okay, it doesn't have its own error. So theoretically, we have this difference. Practically, you will get more clarity when we will start implementing. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I want to show you use case of the subflow. Flow wise, we have seen one use case. Subflow wise, I want to see here set payload. Same set payload we are doing at multiple places. In every set payload, we are doing same thing. Oh no, we are not doing the same thing. We have this difference. So it's not same thing. Then let me take another example, since this will not be suitable example. So first thing what I will do, we'll take one flow, drop it here. See at the end, this will come. So you can rename this name. It's up to you. Then go to HTTP. Listener. HTTP 808. So let me do few things. So what I'm doing, like this is simple mule application. I just took one dummy example. Okay. So what we are doing here, whatever payload will come, we will log. Whatever payload will come, we will log here. request payload. Whoever will call this API, whatever payload they will pass, we will log. Then we have set payload where we are updating the payload. Then again we have logger which will display the log. Again we have this set payload where we have updated the payload, and then we have logger to display the log the payload. Okay, we will run this API first. Here we are calling the test endpoint, and we are passing this body. Okay. So in this, have this same endpoint like what we have for this localhost 8081, and path will be test. Okay. Then is first name developer, last name, right? Okay. This is the payload we are passing. So for that, what I will do, I will clean the console. Here, logger is there. We are able to see this. And what we did, we updated the payload using set payload. What we do, we update the payload. So yes, the set payload. So they see payload got changed. It will logger. Payload came in log. We got new payload since we set here new payload that came here. Now again we will execute this. So what will happen? Payload will update by payload 2. Again, what logger will do? It will log the new payload. Payload 1, payload 2. This is just a dummy example to understand subflow and use of subflow. Okay. In actual, we will have many use case. I will slowly we will go for uh slowly we will go for complex example and all. We will learn more component. Then we will take real time example. Even when we will work on real time project, then we will take real time example. This is just a dummy example to explain that concept. Flow part, everyone clear? Now you can see here this 3 logger component, 3 times. Same logger component is there. Everything is same. So why not we will define this one time, and wherever we need, we will just call it. Okay. So how we can make it possible? First thing, anyone saying anything? If not, can you go on mute? Kendra. So payload. So what I was saying, this 3 logger is doing same thing. Okay. Instead of instead of defining this 3 times, what we can do, we can put into subflow. Okay. Either you can drag and drop the subflow and you can put it here. Or another approach we have, that is more easy approach. No need to drag and drop the subflow. Just select this one, do right click, extract to subflow. It's asking for subflow name. Okay, so same logger move to there. And here you need, see, automatically this flow reference came here. This flow reference will call that logger. From here, we are calling the logger subflow. So one way you can directly right click and you can extract the thing. Okay. And another way, that will be manual one. Let me do it again. You need to do, you need to drag and drop the subflow, this component here, and put flow reference there. reference here. Reference will call the execution of this part. Let it deploy. Is done. Let me call this. Now observe the difference in previous approach and current approach. So request received and it went to logger actually. Breakpoint is here, so it went actually it came here and then it went to here. So from next time, let me put breakpoint here. Ideally, what happened? Request came to flow reference went to here. Then click on next. Got and set payload. This logger executed. Now set payload. So here we have new payload. Okay. So new payload we have. So again it came to flow reference. Now flow reference will call this up. And it will call same logger and logger will log the this one. Uh, execute this. Have this flow reference. Reference what it will do again it will call this. Went here and complete the process. We got the so everyone seen we had same thing, same logic again and again. So what we did, we kept that logic into subflow. Okay, and then we are calling whatever time we need. Okay, if there will be any change here, only we need to do change in one place. We don't need to do all three places. Okay. The main purpose of subflow to put some common functionality in one place and call wherever required. So whenever you will see, okay, the group of functionality you are doing, which can be reused by multiple flow, then put it into subflow and use wherever we need. Let me know if anyone has any doubt on this flow and subflow concept. If not, then I will give you one small assignment to do. Okay, if not out, let me give a small assignment and everyone need to complete it in it. Anyone has any doubt on this? Let me know. Clear with the question? Please put a yes in chat if you are clear with the question. Clear with the question, please put yes in chat. If not, let me know. If whatever, like if you are clear, yes. If you are not clear, put no. Most of you are clear. So please work on this.
Ravi, can you share that question in the chat window, please? If you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah, Ravi, I'm getting one with the 2 minutes.
Chitra, can you share your screen? Can you show us how you complete it? Chitra, share your screen. Nagendra, are you there?
Actually, I through mobile only. There is problem in my laptop. That's why. I'm giving the photo of this.
Change. I'm not sure. Your voice is not much clear. Port problem is there. Use different port. Victor, are you there? Can you share your screen?
Yeah, yeah, Ravi.
Yeah,
Give me a
Nagendra
minute.
already
Ravi,
shared.
yeah, I'm sharing. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, correct. Same way I was expecting. Scroll down.
This is the start log and this is the end log.
Yeah, you're correct. But why there is an error? Click on that. Wait, go there.
Everything is working fine. But
Opex. Third tab, console, after console. Problem. After that. Problem. Yes. Extend this. Create window, message payload type, once it now long. So, ignore it. So they are expecting payload as a null and that's why it's a problem. So it's not a me error. Okay, yeah, it's correct.
can I stop sharing?
Yes. So everyone did in same way. Is there anyone who did in different way?
Yeah, same way.
Okay. Okay. Then I think everyone is clear with the concept and how to implement flow subflow, how to call each other using flow reference. Uh, like use case of subflow, real time use case, we will see in future. At this time, we just it's a real only, but this is not much helpful. Okay. Real time, you will see lots of advantage of using flow and subflow. At this point, I've learned very few things. So I'm able to take very accurate example. But when you guys we will have lots of learning, then we will take very accurate example, and then you will able to understand the exact advantage. But yeah, at this moment we had to start with small example and small flows since we are in session. Fine then. So for today we are good. Let's connect tomorrow. We will learn two more component. Video by it's Monday and Wednesday. Today video it's Monday and Monday by today. Okay, if nothing, then we are going to close this meeting. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.